Hi there, my name is Michael Maney. I'm the writer and director of our feature film called Dusk, which is premiering here at the Cleveland International Film Festival.
And I'm Ryan Lewis. I produced and was the director of photography on Dusk.
So Dusk is a psychological thriller about a young man named John Whitmore that wakes one morning to find his wife, Anne, has mysteriously vanished during the night, and left in her place is a recorded ransom message instructing John to gather his life savings together and head out towards a cabin where he will presumably be reunited with his wife and meet this mysterious kidnapper. Twists and turns come up, secrets are revealed, and by the end of John's journey, his entire reality is pretty much turned upside down. So we were really interested in making a thriller, but we wanted the thriller to mean a little bit more than just a wild ride. Several years ago, I had an idea, a concept for a horror film thriller, but like I said, I wanted to mean something more, and a buddy of mine had a concept that had a bit more of a social commentary. It was more of a concept sketch, and we sort of blended the two together to make Dusk.
Michael and I have worked together for about 17 years at this point. We had a mutual friend growing up and introduced us in high school. Been working together ever since, so we kind of have a shorthand with each other. And a lot of our cast and crew, we brought them along the way, and we've worked with them a lot here and there. And we had a few new people into the process, but everybody jumped right in and helped us out, and we couldn't have done it without the whole team.
Yeah, one great thing about shooting in a town like Cincinnati, and I'm sure probably here in Cleveland as well, is so many people in the community are just so willing and excited to just get involved, get behind the film, and help out in any way they can.
And you can't do it with just the two of us. We couldn't have done it. So yeah. The whole team was great.
Definite collaboration, yeah. So in Dusk, an RV plays a very important part to the story, and our budget was somewhat low, so we had to get onto Craigslist and see what RVs were out there. We found an RV, but it was for the price of much lower than a used piece of junk car, and so we bought this RV, and it became sort of the absolute thorn in our side. The thing just didn't work, so broke down several times. We had to get a mechanic. Before we started shooting, we had other mechanics look at the RV and basically say, do not take this thing out on the road, do not use it. The brakes might go out, the steering might go out.
Well, didn't the first mechanic make you sign a release form to say that they didn't touch it?
Yeah,
and
we
that
got
they
a form
had no
that
liability?
said, no, not road ready. It just right on there, and they're like, you need to sign this. It basically says, we said don't take this thing out on the road, and we're like, all right. But then we found another mechanic who helped us out, got in there, did some work, and we eventually ended up making the RV work, but it was quite an experience.
Because of scheduling, we decided to shoot in March and April, and in Cincinnati that weather could be 80 degrees or it could be -10 and snowing. The first couple days went well, the weather was great. The third day, we had a scene where the camera was shooting out the front door of a house, so you needed to see the yard, and the movie's set in the fall, and the yard is covered in snow that morning. So we had to have one of our grips outside watering the yard to get the snow to melt. So we just have amazing behind-the-scenes footage of Casey just standing in the yard, 20 degrees, just watering, creating a huge ice slick in the road. But
you can imagine what the neighbors thought, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the yard turned out perfectly green in the shot. We're from Cincinnati, but we're really excited to be premiering here in Cleveland, only 4.5 hours away from home. That enabled us to all come up, and we've got a few other crew members coming up tonight, and we're just excited to see how the film plays with a group of people that we have no connection to. Nobody's going to be there to pat us on the back just because they're friends or family. It's like a true reaction to how the film will play.
So if people want to find out more about our film Dusk, please go to duskfilm.com.